there's something to know here, because for all the talk of constitutional crisis, I hear that on TV all the time. The real crisis was the Biden administration, Biden's presidency, and lying to the American people about his capacity to serve.
Is he the worst president you've ever seen? Biden?
In my lifetime, without question, and it's not even close. Not even close. Look what he did. He ran as a moderate. I'm a deal-making moderate. Totally outsourced his policy to Bernie Sanders. They lied to us about his mental condition. They lied to us about his competence. You know, the decisions they made had disastrous consequences economically, internationally, militarily. I can't think of anything they did that I agree with.
It's hard, right? It's very hard.
And so, you know, you think about Trump coming in and what he wants to do. Well, job one is digging out of a very deep hole. But it was the big bait and switch. You know, the way Biden got in and the way he won his primary and that whole thing around that campaign was, it's a return to normalcy. We're going to be moderates. We're going to heal the soul of the nation. Nothing was normal about this. Nothing was moderate about it. And he was the most divisive president. So everything they said they would do, complete opposite with disastrous consequences.
Look what DEI did. It actually ended some lives.
The ideological terrorism, these radical ideologies forced upon the American people, forced upon corporations. When Donald Trump won, it's like we took a wet blanket off the country's culture, in my opinion. Everybody now has permission to resume normalcy, to resume common sense. But Biden outsourcing all of this to these radicals in his party, radical ideologies, radical immigration policies, radical spending policies. None of this was in the mainstream. None of it was normal. But they tried to sort of force us to all act like that it was. It was not. That's why the American people revolted. That's why Donald Trump is back.
Yeah.